Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. Today, August 20th, 2025, and I do want to do some housekeeping beforehand. My friend and colleague Brad Petrella has left the company. He has taken a position with Cornerstone Senior Marketing, and we wish him all the best. So I am now. Uh, State line to state line. I mean, I am covering the entire state of Ohio now, and all parts in the surrounding states as well. So I am your um, individual rep, um, business development manager for Cornerstone. So if you have any needs, you contact me, and you'll um, you'll see this screen here. We're going to ask questions throughout the presentation. I'll jump in periodically and poll Christine with any questions you might have. And then getting on to the next slide. And to that point, I'm the business development manager. I used to be the lead account advisor, but they're all one and the same for the whole state. And my friend and colleague Carla Winfrey, she does a phenomenal job. She is kind of like the back office, the specialist dealing with customer service issues, um, some broker onboarding issues, uh, more importantly, sort of like billing and claims and that sort of thing, and all things in between. So we're joined at the hip on so many things, but in many cases she'll be handling some of the um, individual case needs that you might have. So with that, I will toss the keys over to Christine. And, if you don't mind, if you want to give me the thumbs up in the question box that you can hear me. We had some technical difficulties earlier, guys. So if you want to throw in a hand, a thumbs up or something like that, that you can hear me loud and clear, that'd be great. And with that, I'm going to toss things to Christine. And okay, where is she? Okay. And I should be able to make her the presenter right now. Okay, Christine, you ready?
I am ready. Let me pull up my PowerPoint.
Okay, and then let's see if we got any questions. No questions yet. But
It's not letting
okay.
me
Is that letting you
share
share?
my presentation.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. You can email
I
it to me and
think,
I can flip through the slides if you want to do that.
okay, yeah, let me do that.
Mm-hmm. We apologize for the delay, guys. We're having some technical issues, and it's all related by and large to the internet connectivity, some issues with the ISPs, I guess, throughout the state. Had the same issues last week, but we'll get to it. We're going to get there quickly. Get started with Aetna. I'm sorry, Cigna. Sorry, everybody. Okay.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully it's coming over. Just give it a minute, everybody. We'll get going here. gbeglin@sierraandstone.com. Okay.
Yep, I sent it from the message you had sent me yesterday.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. There it is. Okay.
All right.
So we are, okay. And I'll put that in presentation mode. Come on. Okay. And okay. And we're off and running. I'm going to try to put that in more of a user-friendly presentation mode. So, all right, IFP training
All right.
with Cigna. Thank you, Christine.
Well, thank you. Thank you all for joining today. I appreciate your time. So today I want to go over the Cigna IFP dental plans. If you want to hit the next slide. And then just hit the tab buttons to have the items come up.
Okay.
All right, so our agenda this morning, again, my name is Christine Ebert. I am with Cigna IFP Dental. I am fairly new to Cigna, not new to the business, and I'm excited to go over the plans with you. Pay attention because we do have a bonus that we are running right now. I'm not sure if you all saw the email, but it rolled out on 7/1, so we will go over that at the end. And then we'll also take questions, so feel free to put any questions that you might have in the question box. And if you want to go to the next slide. So again, with dental, we really want to look at the whole person. We really want to provide solutions and offer different options. We want to make things affordable, and we want to make things simple and easy to make sure that everything is covered. So we do have a few different options in plans that we're going to go over. If you want to hit the next slide. And then the next slide again. All right. You're going to want to hit the tab because it's going to highlight one of the boxes. So for the dental only plans, we have preventative and low deductible dental plans. You'll see we do have the preventative only, which just covers the basic preventative items as, you know, cleanings and bite wing x-rays. And then we have the Cigna 1000 plan and the Cigna 1500 plan. So each of these plans has the 1000 and the 1500 has a $50 deductible, $150 per family. The deductible is waived for preventative, and again, your calendar year max depends on the plan. So there is a waiting period for items that you're going to see in the gray box, Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, and Class 4, okay? So on the 1000 plan, this plan does not offer ortho, but there is a waiting period for basic restorative of 6 months and 12-month waiting period for major restorative. Okay, and then it goes over the benefits. The average monthly premium you'll see on these plans is just kind of exactly that, an average premium across all the states. So you're going to want to go to our quoting tool to put in the numbers and the zip code to find out what the rate is for the individual or family that you're looking for coverage for. Now, on the 1500 plan, this plan offers ortho. So the nice thing about our ortho coverage is that it's for all ages. A lot of plans only cover ortho to age 19, maybe till 25 when they're a student. But ours is for everyone, for all ages. So it's a $50 lifetime deductible, 50% coverage, and then $1,000 lifetime max on the ortho. So that's a really good option, really good competitive. There is a 12-month waiting period on that if you see for class 4. But again, a really good benefit to have. If you want to go to the next slide. And then just keep tabbing through it to have all of them come up. So what is orthodontia? Again, it's the realignment of your teeth in your jaw in some cases. Oh, you want to go back one?
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay.
Now it's not showing.
I have orthodontia braces and Invisalign up. So.
Yeah, I can't see it for some reason. I don't know if everyone else can see it. Now I can see it.
Okay.
So you want to go to the next slide?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oops, back one. So with the orthodontia cover, it does include metal braces and Invisalign. So Invisalign is the little plastic trays. Now that could be a higher rate just because of the difference in pricing with Invisalign. So there could be a difference in material costs, trays, and dental fees for Invisalign, but that is still an option with the 1500 plan. All right, next slide. Okay, so one thing with the waiting period for orthodontia is that it cannot be waived. So again, it's a 12-month waiting period. If they're moving, if a customer's moving from states within Cigna, the orthodontia benefit does not reset. Again, it is a lifetime benefit. So here's an example. If you move to a different carrier, let's say that you had a $1,000 lifetime maximum from the previous carrier and they paid out $300, Cigna would pay you $700 because our lifetime max is $1,000, I'm sorry. Next slide. All right, we also have some DVH plans, so that's dental, vision, hearing plans. These are really great plans for seniors. So we have 3 options with these plans. We have the dental 1,000, 2,000, and 3,500. There is on the 1,000 plan a $50 deductible for individual, $100 for family. On the 2,000 and 3,000, it's a $100 deductible per individual. Again, highlighting the waiting periods on the 1,000 plan. There are no waiting periods. On the 2,000 plan, there's a 12-month waiting period for class 3, which is the major restorative. And on the 3,500 plan, that one includes implants. So there's a 12-month waiting period for implants. If you look under class 4, 50% coverage, $2,000 lifetime maximum. The vision benefits are explained. Depending on the plan, there's coverage for materials, maximum coverage for materials. On the hearing for the 2,000 and the 3,500, the exam is $50, and there is an aid allowance of $500 for the 2,000 plan and $700 for the $3,500 plan. Again, average monthly premiums, these are really competitive plans. We do see them, ranked pretty highly amongst our competitors. So if you want to go to the next slide. Okay, so for the dental benefits, again, the $3,500 plan is the only plan that includes implants, and there are no waiting periods for select services. We do have a really large network of dentists and specialists nationwide, and we'll go over that as well. On the vision benefits, there is no deductible or waiting period. Our access is through iMed, so Cigna Vision is powered by iMed, and then your allowance will depend on the plan that you pick. Again, the hearing benefits, no deductible, coverage for hearing exams up to $50 per year, access to over 5,000 hearing centers nationwide, and depending on the plan, $500 or $700 towards your hearing aids. Next slide. All right, so what is an implant? So implants, really vary by pricing and what the person needs. So an implant really is a metal post that replaces the root portion of a missing tooth. So on the $3,500 plan, we do have implants covered as a $2,000 lifetime maximum. Again, there is a 12-month waiting period. Now, again, the pricing really can vary not only by state, but by person, and it really has to do with how the composition of your jaw, the composition of the tooth that needs to be replaced. So there's a lot of things that go into it. I mean, sometimes, an implant can be done within several weeks. Sometimes it takes several months. Sometimes, depending on what they need done, it can take a year or more just because of how the jaw is healing. So there's a lot that goes into implants, but it is something that, again, we do have on the $3,500 plan. Next slide. So we do also have a high annual maximum plan, and that is our Cigna Dental 3,100 plan. So there is a $100 deductible. The deductible is waived for class 1, which is preventative. Again, the maximum per year is $3,000, and there are waiting periods 0, 6, and 12 months, 0 on preventative and diagnostic, class 2, 6-month waiting period on restorative, and class 3, major restorative is a 12-month waiting period. Again, the average monthly premium is $45, again, really competitive from what we're seeing. Next
Christine,
slide, please.
I had a quick question.
Sure.
In the past, that 3,000 plan was not available in Ohio, like going back a few years. Is that available in Ohio?
Yeah, we're going to get to the map because we do have some changes. So that's coming up. So we will go over that.
Super.
Yeah.
Super. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I didn't know about these highlights. Okay, there we go.
I know.
I never know. Okay, I'll just continue to scroll through these and see if they.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, this slide really is informational, and hopefully we'll pass this along after the presentation to those of you that attended. But, waiting periods, I think most of you know what waiting periods are. Can waiting periods be waived? So somebody must meet these requirements, at least 12 months continuous prior coverage from a comprehensive dental insurance plan that included class 3 major restorative services. So again, what would that not include? That wouldn't include like our preventative only plan, right? It has to be a plan that has the major comprehensive dental included. No more than 63-day break between coverage, and then waivers are granted for services in classes 2 and 3. Orthodontia and implant waiting periods cannot be waived. So just a couple things to keep in mind if somebody's switching from one plan to another. This next area, what are the difference in waiting periods? Again, this is for your information. I think we kind of went over a lot of it, but this will go into each plan, the low deductible plans, the bundled DVH plan, and then the high annual maximum plan, the 3,100 plan.
So just to clarify, they can be coming from an individual plan. Their previous plan can be an individual plan. It doesn't necessarily have to be a group plan, right?
Correct.
Okay, as
Just
long
as
as it
long
meets
as it
those criteria.
has major comprehensive coverage. So again, it
Fantastic.
can't be a preventative only plan.
Okay.
All right, so here is the states, or here are the
Okay.
states, I'm sorry. So this is kind of the breakdown. So for Ohio, we do have the preventative plan, the 1,000 plan, and the 1,500, and the DVH plans. So we currently do not have that $3,500 plan, the high deductible plan, or the 3,100 plan.
Okay.
But hopefully that will be coming soon.
Okay.
To several states.
Ohio's really slow when it comes to authorizing dental for some reason. I don't know what it
Yeah, a
is.
lot of times
I
it
don't know
has to
why.
do with the commissioner of insurance.
Yes.
So
Yes. I
we
think he was a
push,
dentist. I don't
and
know.
yeah. I don't know. Every state is different. So,
Yeah.
we push for certain things, and then, as you can see, some states like Montana, New Mexico, New York, a little stricter, less plans. So
Yeah.
it just really depends on the state.
Yeah.
So, but we
But you
try to
still have
push,
that. Yeah. You
yeah,
still
we
have
try
that
to
good
push for,
3,500 plan. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. All right, next slide. All right, so we do have two different networks. Now, again, with that 3,100 plan, it is the total network, which is our larger network. Again, not currently offered in Ohio, but in other states. The Advantage network is our smaller network, but we still do have over 85,000 dentists in that network. So that network is the preventative, the 1,000 plan, the 1,500, and then the DVH plans as well. Members also have access to the mycigna.com or myCigna app, which is going to be important because coming up, we're going to go over ID cards, and we're really not going to be offering ID cards with the exception of some states. So if you want to hit the next slide, that might be the next one. No, not the next one, but we'll go over ID cards soon. So we are rolling out a new quoting platform on 10/1. So if you haven't used our platform, this new platform will be coming out on 10/1. If you are using the current platform, it will run through open enrollment along with the new platform. Let's go to the next slide. All right, so from now to wow, our current system is pretty not user-friendly, let's just say that. So we're going to a system that you're going to be able to enter all the information up front, if they have family members, their ages and whatnot to get the current rate. If you want to go to the next slide.
Yeah, you can actually see the lettering on it. It's,
Yes,
the new
yes.
slide, the new
So
system is much bigger and much nicer.
yes, yes. So it's going to be called Dental Pro. And again, it will be rolling out on 10/1. We keep an eye out for trainings that we will have because we will be offering trainings on how to use the system. We'll also be putting videos on the myCigna for Brokers page, if you're unable to attend one of the online classes, because we know everybody gets busy this time of year. But you will have the ability to compare plans, to have plans recommended, and it offers more smart filters to narrow down the options and the needs of your consumer. So if you want to go to the next slide. So again, comparing plans, redesigned detail page. So the new detail page will provide a more comprehensive view of the plans, and it'll allow also if you do call center, if you're a call center agent, some other things. But even if you do things over the phone, it should give you that comparison tool and the ability to direct the consumer to the plan that's best for them. Next slide. So the upgrades also to the shopping cart. It will be able to hold items. It'll be an interactive tool. They'll be able to send them all the information on what you talked about. If you met face to face or if you met over the phone, you'll be able to send this out to an email. Also, we're enhancing the payment and checkout experience, making it much faster, easier for the consumer to check out and make sure that they're, getting the plan they want and things are done quickly. Next slide. All right. So again, for the brokers, your dashboard will also be updated. It'll be more user-friendly, letting you see real time what is going on with the plans, live updates on activity. You'll be able to see if, from the link that you sent, if the client enrolled. You'll be able to see their information and their application status. So a lot of good things coming to this new system. Easy flow scripting as well, so that you can, find answers to any questions you might have pretty easily about the plan without, having to, go to another source to look for information. So again, really good, some really good upgrades. All right, next slide. So just some takeaways from our conversation or some key things to remember. All right, so again, we do have the preventative and low deductible plans, the DVH plan, and then in some states, the high annual maximum plan. And it just kind of lays out the plans again that we do have available. And the little pictures kind of show what is included, if it's included with the dental and hearing only. And again, this is the total access network. All right, next slide. Okay, you want to hit it again one more time? All right, so so mycigna.com and the MyCigna app is something really informative. I use it myself. It helps you find doctors quickly. It'll help you find a dentist quickly. If you only have the medical or the dental with us, it'll show Cigna Healthy Rewards and different options. I know that we do have the ability also to call a dentist and talk to somebody on the phone, and then better score and transparency pricing. So it'll give you like an estimate of, your visit based on the plan that you have. So that's a really good tool because a lot of people, they get to the dentist and they're like, wow, I didn't know it would be that much, or, they can see up front what the costs are going to be with the dentist that they're choosing. So next slide. We can go to the next slide. So again, adding to your dental portfolio, it's really, I always say the more products you have with a customer or, one of your members, the higher the retention rate's going to be. So, if you have medical, and they don't have to have Cigna for their medical plan, but they can choose, our dental plan. But the more plans that you have with a customer, the longer they're going to stay with you as an agent, and they're going to remember, Chris is my agent. That's the person I need to go to because I have my dental and I have my medical, and I might have, like a cancer, heart attack, and stroke policy. So again, rounding out your book and cross-selling to your current book is a really good way to grow and retain. Next slide. All right, next, we can go to the next one. So this just goes over some things about the eligibility and enrollment. So an individual has to be 18 years or older if they are applying alone for a plan. Individual and spouse spousal coverage, an individual, again, has to be 18 years or older applying with their spouse through marriage, civil union, domestic partnership, same or opposite gender. Individual and children coverage, again, the individual has to be at least 18 years or older or more with dependent children. And child-only coverage is for children under the age of 18. Okay, so our policies do have a 10-day free look. After that, the applicant can cancel the policy, and Cigna will refund any premiums that they've not, paid out. So if somebody goes to the dentist within those 10 days, that obviously would be deducted. If somebody has a new application is required for somebody that has plan changes or address changes if they're moving to a new state. So if somebody, moves from Ohio to, Illinois or something, they would need a new application. Next slide. Again, this goes through eligibility, termination, and re-enrollment, and then waiting periods and waivers. Again, the waiting periods spelled out for the continuous coverage of comprehensive dental care. So that's important to remember if they're switching plans. Next slide. You can go to the next one. All right, so resources, again, cignaforbrokers.com. If you go under instructional materials, you're going to find all the information about the dental plans. You're going to be able to go also to the library on Cigna for Brokers and find handout information as well. So again, there's plan information, there's materials, there's videos, everything that you need for a dental plan, you will be able to find on cignaforbrokers.com under instructional materials. So again, you're just going to hit the PDF, download the materials, and you can email them. You can have them printed if you're going to, like a open house or something where there's going to be several people, or if you're doing a tabletop presentation somewhere. Again, really good resource for any materials that you might need. Next slide.
Do I need a login for that cignaforbrokers.com, or can I just go to like a find a doctor?
Yeah, you can go to any of those sites. There are some things that you're going to have to log in for, like your book of business, and things like that. But you can get the general information on the materials page.
Okay, great. By all means, guys, if you have any questions.
Yeah, and one thing to note too, if you're contracted for Cigna, medical, like our IFP individual plans, you are automatically contracted for dental.
Yeah, we don't have Cigna in Ohio, but I think Cigna's IFP is in Indiana, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that might be.
So if you're selling, if you're selling in those neighboring states, you will have. If you're, appointed on the medical side, you do have the dental appointment already.
Okay, and talk to me about that if you're in Indiana. So, a great opportunity for you. Let's see if I can get to the next slide. Okay.
So again, the Resource Center, this just goes through where you can find the Resource Center and the link for that information. And again, this will have some training materials on it as well.
Okay.
If you want to go to the next slide.
Oh, there's more to it.
Yeah. All right. So this one, you're going to want to hit all the tabs. So we are not going to be offering ID cards unless somebody requests them. There is an exception for the states listed below. Ohio is not one of them. So we're going digital only. A lot of consumers, or a lot of insurance companies are doing this now, so they can go to Cigna mycigna.com, or they can download the app on their phone. They can request a printed copy if they want one, and we will send out an ID card, and it will take about 7 to 10 days. But again, mycigna.com or the app for the information. Now, one thing I can say too is a lot of vision providers, dental offices, and even medical can look up your information to see if you have a current policy when you go into the office for your appointment. So that is one thing to know as well. I found that interesting when I went recently. They had all my information. I didn't even have to show my ID card. So technology is changing. So
I've
that's
been
a
guilty
good
of
sign.
that too.
But
I've been guilty.
yeah.
Can an agent pull up that ID card on the broker portal?
I don't think they can. I think
Okay.
member would have to go to customer service.
Okay.
So member services number is on here, 800 Cigna 24. Pretty easy
That's
to
easy.
remember.
That's easy. Guys, if you
Yeah.
have any questions, now's your time.
Yep.
Plenty of-
All right. So again, contact information, claims, benefits, customer service, broker support, the links for the resource center and for the broker portal. All of that information is easily accessible to you. My email, I can put it in the chat, or is Christine, CHRISTINE Ebert, B as in boy, ERT, at cignahealthcare.com. So if you have any questions, you can also reach out to me as well.
Super.
Next
Super.
slide.
Okay.
All right. So this is, I'm sure, the information that you've been waiting for. So on July 1st, we did start a dental bonus program. So if you sell between June 1st and November 30th for an effective date of July 1st to December 1st of 2025, this will count towards your bonus. There's a 90-day persistency window for bonus eligibility. So that means after 90 days, the bonus will be paid out. So if you wrote something with a 7/1 effective, it will be paid out in October, an 8/1 effective November, and so on. So to qualify, you must sell 10 dental applications. Every plan over the 10 qualifies you for a bonus of $25 per plan. There's also a bonus. You get $200 if your clients remain active customers for 90 days. Okay? So, for example, if you sell 10 policies and then you enroll another 8 people, that's another, $25 for each person after you hit the 25. I'm sorry, the 10. All right. So again, the more that you sell, the more you have for this payout through our bonus plan. So any questions? We did send this out at the beginning of July to everybody in their email. I can give the flyer to Jeff to send to you all as well, the actual flyer as a PDF, so that you have it to reference. Any questions?
Now's your time, guys. It's a great product. We've had a lot of interest in the Cigna dental plan.
Yes, it's very competitive plan. Again, we offer some things that other companies don't, and we're also, over time going to be rolling out some new plans too. So we're always trying to keep up with, the market and what's changing. And again, the bonus gives you an opportunity. I know a lot of companies, some of the companies are cutting back on commission on, Medicare. and things like that. So it's a good opportunity to earn some extra money. And again, if you have somebody that's already getting a medical plan from you, why not offer them ancillary plans, a dental plan, any other plans that are offered through, other companies. Again, it's a really good way to keep your persistency and to keep, people with you. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in the market. There's a lot of call centers, calling people. So, you don't want them to call and say, I can sell you this dental plan, when you could have presented it yourself. And again, there's a lot of agents that sometimes, they lose their customers over getting a call from somebody else. So you want to make sure, I always like to say that you're not a secret agent, that they know who you are, right? They know that you're
Yeah.
the person that they need to call.
Okay. Joni asks, do we license through Cornerstone? Absolutely. So send me an email. We'll get you set up right away.
Great.
And I want to
Any
apologize
other
for
questions?
technical issues we had, but we got it going. That's sort of the with the ISP and what's going on the internet these days. We got to be patient. So we do certainly appreciate all your patience. And so
Yes. And thank you all for attending.
absolutely.
And then
So
I
a
will
great
get that.
comprehensive plan. Yeah.
Yep. I'll get the bonus information out to you as well, so you can circulate that to everybody that attended.
Okay. I think with that, we'll conclude the presentation. And Mary Lee, thank you as well for joining us. But by all means, if you have any questions about Cigna, let us know and we'll get that information over to you and get you signed up. All right, Christine,
Thank
fantastic
you.
job. Everybody,
Thank you all.
have a great day.
Enjoy the
Have a
rest of
great
your
day.
week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.